Basically, we have 27 full-time firefighter paramedics here at Irma. So all 27 employees were called in. We have 2 stations that can withstand Category 4 or higher storms. So half of our guys stayed at Station 21 and the other half stayed at Station 20. Once the winds meet a maximum speed, I think it's a little over 40 miles an hour, we're not able to go out over the bridges. So we had to stay in and kind of shelter in place. There's hurricane-resistant windows, so we were able to actually watch the storm progressively increase, and you could see that the storm was actually coming in pretty hard, and we were watching it firsthand through the windows. It was a pretty neat experience. Obviously, our job is to, put our lives on the edge in order to save others, but there comes a point where they had to mandate us to stay in just because it's not safe to be taking these big apparatuses over the bridges with the wind gusts like they were. A lot of the other municipalities, they did evacuate, the ones south of us. So what we did when the storm kind of let up is we went out with a front end pusher and they began clearing the roads, and we assisted in the clearing of the roads so the other municipalities, the other firefighters could get back into their designated areas and start rendering aid for the people. When we were doing the clearing of the roads for the other municipalities, you could see lobster traps were on the road. I mean, there had to have been 3 or 4 foot high sand on the road right here, on the main road, on the highway. As the fire department, we respond to any sort of medical emergencies, any sort of emergencies you could think of. But in addition to that, we were sending crews out, and the crews would help people clear their driveways, clear their yards. We made sure we were clearing all the roadways. And also, we just did whatever we could. We're passing out water, passing out MREs, going door to door, making sure, residents were okay if they didn't evacuate. And then when the residents were able to come back in, we were making sure that they were safe and they knew they had a place to shelter, not too far from their home, because we had shelters here in place in Irma. You see the good people of the community going through so much because there was a lot of damage, Even though we weren't hit as strongly as down south, we still had friends and family that, had their houses affected, different things. And it definitely puts it in perspective how strong Mother Nature can be. And to see a community come together and really stand strong, and everyone was saying you can't drown a conch, and I really do think it was key strong and you can't drown a conch. So that was a really neat thing to see.